How Odin Lost His Eye by Catherine F.Sellew.
Good day everyone, we are Group 1 and we will present the short story How Odin Lost His Eye as retold by Catherine F.Sellew. Allow me to introduce our beloved characters. Odin. He is regarded as the king of gods and is the ruler of Asgard. Mimir. He is the guardian of the well where Odin wanted to drink from. He was the one who asked Odin for the price of his eye in order to have the drink. Two elves, Daniel and Precious. They are the ones who help humans. They painted the flowers and made beds for the streams. Once the world was still very young. Odin sat on his throne in the most beautiful palace in Asgard. His throne was so high that he could see over all three parts of the world from where he sat. On his head he wore a helmet shaped like an eagle. On his shoulder perched two black ravens called Memory and Thought. And at his feet crouched two snarling wolves. The great king gazed thoughtfully down on the earth below him. He had made the green land that stretched out before his eyes. With the help of the other gods, he had made men and women who live on the earth, and he felt truly like the All-Father he was called.
The fair elves had promised they would help his children of the earth. The elves were tiny people who lived between heaven and earth. They were so small that they flit about doing their work unseen. Odin knew that they were the artists who painted the flowers and made the beds for the streams. They took care of all the bees and butterflies, and it was the elves that brought the gentle rain and sunshine to the earth. Even the ugly dwarf who lived in the heart of the mountains agreed to help. They forged iron and metals, made tools and weapons. They dug gold and silver and beautiful jewels out of the earth. Sometimes they even cut the grain and ground the flour for the farmer on the earth.
All seemed to be going well. Odin found it hard to think of evil times. But he knew that the frost giants were only waiting for the chance to bring trouble to his children. They were the ones who brought cold and ice to the world and shook the earth in anger. They hated Odin and all the works of gods. And from high on his throne, Odin looked down beyond the earth, deep into the gloomy land of his enemies. He saw dark figures of huge men moving about. They looked like evil shadows. He, the king of gods, needs to have more wisdom. It was enough just to see his enemies. He ought to know more about them.
Odin wrapped his tall figure in a blue cloak. Down from his throne he climbed. Down the broad rainbow bridge he strode and across the green earth till he came to one of the roots of the great evergreen tree. There, close by the tree, was a well full of clear water. Its surface was so still it was like a mirror. In it, one could see pictures of things that had happened and things that were going to happen.
But besides the well sat an old man. His face was lined with the troubles of the world. His name was Mimir, which means memory. No one, not even the great Odin, could see the pictures in the well unless he first drank some of its water. Only Mimir could give the magic drink.
Age meaning who you hold the knowledge of the past and the future in your magic water. Let me have but one sip, then I can know enough to protect the men and women of earth from the hate of the giants.
One drink from his well is not cheap, and once you have drunk and gazed into the mirror of life, you may wish and had not. For sorrow and death as well as your are pictured there, so you should think again before you ask to drink.
But once the king of the gods had made up his mind, nothing could change it. He was not afraid to look upon sorrow and death.
What is your price, Age Mimir?
You are great and good, Odin. You have work and to make the world. Only those who hard work may drink from my well. However, that is not enough. What have you given up that is very dear to you? What have you sacrificed? The price of the drink must be a great sacrifice. Are you still willing to pay the price?
What could the king of the gods sacrifice? What was most dear to him? Odin thought of his handsome son Balder, whom he loved most in the world. To give up his son would be like giving up life and all that was wonderful around him. Odin stood silent before Mimir, and that would be a high price. Looking at Odin, Mimir read Odin's thought.
No, I am not asking for your dear son. The fate that his life must be short, but he was time yet to live and bring happiness to the gods and the world. I asking for one of your eyes.
Odin put his hands up to his bright blue eyes, those two eyes that had gazed across the world from his high throne in the shining city of the gods. His eyes had taught him what was good and beautiful, what was evil and ugly. But those eyes had also seen his children, the men and women of the earth, struggling against the hate of the giants. One eye was a small sacrifice to win knowledge, how to help them.
And without another thought, Odin plucked one of his eyes and handed it to Mimir.
Drip deeply breathe, king, so you might see all that you wish in the mirror of life.
Odin left the horn to his lips and drank. Then he knelt on the edge of the well and watched the pitchers passing across the still and silent surface. When he stood up again, he sighed, for it was what Mimir had said. He had seen sorrow and death as well as joy. It was only the glorious promise at the end that gave him the courage to go on. So Odin, the great king of the gods, became one eye. If you can find Mimir's well, you will see Odin's blue eye. Resting at the bottom, it is there to remind men and women of the great sacrifice he made for them. We hope all you enjoy our own presentation in the story, How Odin Lost His Eye.
Tutan ka!
Yung kira-kira.